friends and family have been telling me I've got to get on the Shark Tank. And about 2 months ago, one of my girlfriends said they're accepting applications for the next season, so I applied online. And just last week, I got a phone call from LA, and it was ABC's Shark Tank casting calling Lori Cheek. So I took a 20-minute screener call, and they loved my idea. They sent me an application, and I've been working on it for 5 straight days. It's due back in the hands of these people in LA in 2 days, and I'm stressing out. There's like 26 pages, everything's handwritten. They want copies of how I came up with the idea, inventor logs, business plans. There's 3 pages asking me about my patent, IP, trademarks. I didn't even know what half the questions meant, much less how to answer them. So I scheduled a meeting with my old business partner. We got together to talk about some of the financials, and I scheduled a call with my IP attorney. I've had to dig through my files, which are just all over the place, but I'm just about there. They also asked for a 5-minute video, which I've been filming for about 4 mornings out of the past 5 days. It's funny because we're doing this outside on a street corner in New York City, and every 2 minutes a car comes by or a delivery truck, and then the sun changes. One day it started pouring rain, so we have to keep showing back up to film this thing. I mean, luckily I've got a great camera guy, but I know it's getting exhausting for both of us. So the application asked me if I'd had any contact with any of the sharks. And you know what? I had. About 1.5 years ago, a girlfriend of mine was like, you gotta go give this guy a card. It's Damon John. He's from the Shark Tank. So I walked up and I cheeked him, because that's what I do. I cheek people. I gave Damon the card that says invest in me. And I hope that's not gonna be a conflict, because I'd be pretty disappointed after all this time I've spent on this application to have this be the reason I get disqualified. Being on Shark Tank could be a risk or not. They initially take 5% of your business just for showing up on the show. But I look at it like this. Apparently there's 7 million viewers on ABC Shark Tank, and if 1% of those 7 million sign up to Cheeked, I'll have a payday of nearly $700,000. So I think it's a win-win. So when I initially reached out to my partner to talk about how we're gonna get this application filled out, he was like, I don't even know if it's worth it. I hear there's 50,000 applications that get sent through. You might have a 1 in 20,000 chance to get on the show. But I disagree. My personality makes for good TV. They're gonna want me on that show. I'm not sure how they ultimately pick the contestants for the show, but it is television, so you want to give them a lot of personality. I also think if you've got a messed up story, they might pick you just so the sharks can tear you to shreds. And I know that they want to see some success stories, so I hope they pick me, A, for my personality, and B, to help me succeed.